Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi. You are watching MNT News Network. Today is Sunday, and every Sunday we have discussion in English. So again, today we will be having the discussion in English to connect with the English speakers, all over the globe. The today's topic is very special. The topic is on the screen, and the topic is representation as reservation for the OBCs in Supreme Court. So it's very specific topic. We are talking here about the reservation for the OBCs and what kind of reservation, this representation as a reservation. Okay. And it's specific in the related to the Supreme Court. And we have eminent speaker with us, Mulnivasi Dr. S Chauhan sir. He is a senior advocate in Supreme Court of India, New Delhi. We will be discussing this topic with him in detail, although we have a 30-minute of slot. So we will finish this topic within the time limit. Let us invite the today's speaker and let us have the introduction, and then we will indulge into we'll discuss the topic in details. Myself, Kumar Sanjay, will be discussing the topic with the advocate Dr. S Chauhan sir. So let's invite today's speaker and let's start the topic. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi sir. Very welcome.
Sir. Thank you. Greetings to you as well as your viewers or listener of this program. In the Constitution, Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar has provided representation of all sections of the society. And this all sections of the society was identified as backward class of citizens in the Constitution. Draft Constitution provided in Clause 3 of Article 10 as the provision for representation of the backward classes, which includes scheduled caste and scheduled tribe also. So effectively, it is covering the representation of about 80% of the population of India. And this is unfortunate that though this representation was ensured on the date of adoption of the Constitution in 1950. But for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe also very long. But for backward classes, they have very because first commission was constituted with Kaka Kalelkar Commission, which presented its report in 1955, but that report was not acted upon, and some defects were said that there were certain defects in that report. That's why it was said that the report is not good, so it was not implemented. Thereafter, the backward classes, including scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, they have agitated that there should be representation of the backward classes. And because of that, there was a very large scale movement, particularly by the DS4, Bahujan Samaj Party, and BAMSAFE. BAMSAFE, in fact, took a lead for the backward class reservation. And later the BAMSAFE was converted into the political wing also, the BSP, so that has also taken note of the non-representation of the backward classes. The unfortunate problem in our country is that the people who are to get representation, they do not have idea, and the gradation is in the society is so much that one section feel that the other section is different, and the other section feel that the other section is different. Though if you minus that gradation, their condition is almost similar.
All backward.
So they are all backwards. So the name may be different, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward classes, but they are all backwards, and their condition is no good in any of the areas. Basically, the problem which we are facing is that the backward classes, some of them or most of them, you can say they have lands. So they discriminate amongst the other section of backward class also. That is also a problem which the society is facing. But how
Yeah.
to integrate them? How to declare everyone as citizen of India?
Hmm.
For making them a class as citizen of India,
Yeah.
you are required to have a system where every section of the society should be represented. In
Okay.
the present, case, the Mandal Commission recommendation finally were Mandal Commission gave report in 80, and in 1990, after 10 years, the report was accepted by
Hmm.
the government. That was also because of political instability.
Hmm.
The report was implemented. Otherwise, perhaps I think even at that time also, the report would not have been implemented.
Right.
So the problem which we are facing is we want representation of every section in the society,
Yeah.
in public services, in education, and in other institutions. And without their institutions, without their representation in those institutions, the institutions are really not a democratic institution, because only one kind of people, they are occupying all positions. So
Okay.
the interest of other sections of the society cannot be protected or cannot be watched by them, because of selfish interest. Everybody has a selfish interest. We don't say
Right.
that only they have selfish interest.
Yeah.
Everybody has a selfish interest.
Yeah.
So in 2007, Supreme Court implemented reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. But I
Yeah.
came to know that it was implemented only in few cadres of the service.
Yeah.
There are posts and there are cadres. In few
Hmm.
cadres it was implemented, and in many cadres it was not implemented. So
Okay.
Chief Justice Gawai has again implemented by a rule. At that time also,
Hmm.
Chief Justice Balakrishnan has made a rule, and Mr. V.K. Jain, I think he was secretary, earlier Registrar General, then Secretary General.
Hmm.
He was assigned this task, and because of that work, perhaps he was elevated to the High Court out of turn.
Hmm.
He superseded 30, 40 people,
Hmm.
and mainly a scheduled Mr. Justice P.S. Ji. At that time, he was senior most district judge, and because of this implementation, he could not be elevated to the High Court, because that was arrested. And later on, this Teji was
Seems.
from 2009 to 2015 or 14, he was elevated, and 18 he retired. So
Oh.
this is the social system or administrative system.
Okay, sir.
The,
I
the
think little bit your internet is not stable, sir. I think I'm not able
my
to hear the
internet is
clear.
not stable, or your internet is not stable.
Uh,
Your is going again and again. I think.
no, I think from your side, I'm just not hearing. Anyway, your face is just sometimes getting blurred, but I think now it's okay. Yeah, now I can see it very well. Yeah. So now it's okay, sir. Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah. So the sir,
So
one question I want to ask here, very simple. That as per the constitution, the what is the percentage, for the reservation for the each category, like we are calling the SC, STs, and OBCs. And as you said that this backward classes, the population is like more than 80%. Yeah.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah. So I mean, I want to understand here the two words here is very important in the subject line. Is the representation and reservation. So the our adequate representation. So how we can, like, first of all, I want to understand what is the percentage of reservation for the each classes.
No,
And yeah,
as per the scheme of the constitution,
yeah,
the executive body of the government that determine the percentage.
okay,
That is for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, it is as per population of the of their population. And for backward classes, though their population was 52% as per the Mandal Commission report, and
Yeah.
now the Bihar has conducted survey, so their population has gone to 60%.
Hmm.
Scheduled tribe also, all India, it is more than 25.2% population of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe now. 16.8% is scheduled caste, and now the existing percentage is only 15%, and 8.8% is scheduled tribe. So basically, if you see that 60 plus this 25, it comes to 75. And
Yeah.
in addition to this, because after the implementation of the backward class reservation,
Yeah.
there are so many castes which has been included in the backward class. Moreover, not only that,
Yeah.
if you see the judgment of Mandal Commission, which is reported as Indira Sani versus Union of India,
Yeah.
in that the Justice Pandian was one of the judge from Madras, and he was
Yeah.
Supreme Court judge at that time, three or four number position he was occupying. So he has given detail of population.
Hmm.
And he has given detail of 17.58% of population as non-reserved backward classes. No, non 17.58%.
Hmm.
Out of that, 1% is Jats,
Hmm.
2.21% is Maratha,
Hmm.
and 2% others, which are not named, means they are similar caste.
Okay.
All these castes are today that we are backward class, because
Hmm.
at that time, like in Haryana, the Janata Party was ruling at that time, or Janata Dal was ruling, and the main leader was Chaudhary Devila. When
Sorry.
the issue was discussed with him, he said, हम अपने आदमियों को चूड़े चमार नहीं बनाना चाहते, और
Oh.
that's why they opposed reservation. And
Hmm.
they oppose so much that there
Hmm.
is a city about 70-80 kilometers from Delhi, Gohana.
Huh.
There the 4 scheduled caste was burnt alive in the agitation. Against the backward classes representation, the agitation was there.
Hmm.
4 scheduled caste persons were burnt alive in a transport depot, this bus depot they call, because there
Hmm.
are transport depots in
Right.
every
Yes.
tehsil and district like that. 5.21, and it means 12.37% are only, or by understanding and by the social conditions also, like Jats, they also face discrimination, like Maratha, they
Yes.
also face discrimination. There are social indignity issues against them.
Yes.
It is another thing that sometimes, but most of the time their people, they face discrimination. So basic issue which we are raising is to this reservation is to provide representation to the backward classes, to dignify them. Because in every section, every caste, every section of the caste must be represented in the public administration and other organs. Unfortunately, in our system, in Supreme Court, the reservation was implemented for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, but it was not working very well.
Hmm.
So I have written to Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud when on July 2023 for
Yes.
providing reservation promotion to scheduled caste and backward classes also. And I am of the opinion there should be promotion for backward class also. Because now constitutionally it is available only for the SC/ST today, but it
Hmm.
should be available. They are also not represented in the higher positions, higher equivalents of the public services. They should be represented. That's why I think that their representation is essential. So stood, and at that time Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul was number 2 judge, and Justice Khanna was number 3, and Justice Bhushan Gavai, who is Chief Justice now, he was number 4, and Justice Suryakant, who will be next Chief Justice, he was number 5. So I have written to these 5 judges at that time by providing constitutional provisions and post-based roster OM of 1997 and relating to reservation promotion OM 13 August 1997 and for consequential seniority 21st January 2002, and there was a OM issued in pursuance of the Supreme Court direction 15th of June 2018.
Sure.
And for relaxation, there was a OM 3rd of October 2000 and 20th of July 2000 for backlog vacancies, etc. So all these OMs, very detailed letter I have written to the 5 judges requesting that there should be reservation in promotion in Supreme Court and for OBC reservation because they should also be represented. So I met the Chief Justice at that time. His Secretary General was with him. He said, Saab ne photo and he will not stop there. He will do something else also. And thereafter we tried many times. He didn't meet us thereafter. So in the June month after Chief Justice Gavai has taken over, I have again written on 2nd June 2025 to the Chief Justice requesting for implementation of the reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe effectively and for OBC also. And when the roster was declared on 23rd of June 2025, I have written a letter thanking the Honorable Chief Justice on 2nd of July 2025. And I have again raised the issue of backward classes reservation. I have also mentioned in that this reservation for promotion and in the US also you find reservation in promotion. Basically, the problem which we are facing, the problem is that in the developed country, this type of reservation is there. In their constitution, there is no provision for such a reservation or representation. In education, 1998, the reservation was implemented in India. Though it should have been implemented in 1950. So after 47, 48 years, the reservation was implemented by Professor Armati S. Desai. She was chairperson of the UGC and some representation was there. Then she said that we will implement reservation for SC/ST OBC. But for SC/ST effectively it was implemented. And thereafter during the tenure of Professor Thorat, that reservation in education was streamlined. But subsequently they created single cadre post and it was stalled. Thereafter, the amendment has taken place, but recently I conducted a case from Madhya Pradesh. The same problem was there, and even we could not get relief from the court that it is the executive domain, so you represent and all those things. So this is the thing which is happening.
Okay, so, sir. Sir, one more thing, sir. So the topic is about the Supreme Court. So, sir, can you let us know that what is the representation?
Just in 5 minutes, let me complete this because this is important. So thereafter, I have mentioned in my letter that Kirit Bhai Solanki was chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee for the Welfare of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe. Before the conduct of 2024 elections, so he went to this Bhakra Nangal Dam. And after their visit, on the second day, they said that you invite the SC/ST association. We want to discuss with them. Then this BBMB, the Bhakra Nangal Bhakra Vyas Management Board is the name of the organization which manage it. They said, we don't have reservations, sir, so we don't have association. So he said, for 74 years, you don't provide reservation to SC/ST. It is in the constitutional scheme. And then he directed them to implement. So after 74 years, Bhakra Nangal Dam project could start reservation in promotion means it will take 20 years to fill up those reserved posts, and for 74 years they have not given. So how many posts we have lost? So
Yes.
that was the issue, and on this basis, I have requested the Chief Justice that providing reservation only for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe is half justice. This the word therefore I
Right,
think
right. Yes, sir.
the
It's a half
reservation
justice.
only for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe by ignoring the other
OBC.
backward classes who are also equally entitled for egalitarian equality may be constitutionally half justice. And I am thankful to the Chief Justice that he has accepted my request and has implemented for the backward classes, because the backward classes also need representation in all institutions, not
All
only
institutions.
scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. That
Yes.
is the perception with which I have written it, and I am thankful to the Supreme Court or the committee which has decided, or the full court if it has decided, because I don't know how it was decided. So I thank every organ, every institution, every authority who is responsible for implementing this reservation.
Hmm.
Basically, the reservation is to give representation to the socially neglected sections. And
Hmm.
without ensuring reservation, it is difficult to provide reservation to these sections, because because of their socio conditions. And moreover, we did so many works relating to service law, and in most of the cases I feel if you don't have anybody inside the selection committee or in the system, it is difficult to enter. So if there is a provision that a particular percentage of 27% as per the government norms is prescribed, then backward classes 27% people will be represented in the Supreme Court jobs. Basically, what we have seen now, maybe 1% backward classes may be in the services, but
Yes.
they have come on their own merit, and there may be circumstances how they could enter. If there will be reservation for them, then ensuring that reservation, the reservation which is available to them as per the mandate of the constitution, then their representation will be more. Though I feel this reservation should be increased of this SC as well as OBC also, and this 50% ceiling has gone because of EWS reservation. As we are talking, they are only 12.37% population as per Mandal Commission judgment. If they are only
Yeah.
20 to 12%, they are ensuring their representation to the tune of 10%.
Yes.
About 70% in the services. Persons are occupied by the unreserved category people only, and they
Right.
do not face discrimination. That's why I feel that there should be a scheme, and under that scheme, the representation should be increased according. So far as the general vacancy is concerned, scheme, and it is interpreted by the Supreme Court in at least 50 judgments that reserved category candidates have right of consideration against the unreserved slots. But there are many judgments the High Court has denied and Supreme Court has dismissed SLP. In some cases, the matters are pending. So that is the situation which we are facing. That's why I feel we must ensure representation of the deprived. This representation is possible only by providing reservation. Otherwise, nobody is going to give representation to the socially marginalized, because their people, even if they are there, they are not placed in the very high position.
Hmm.
According to their wish, because they are in the middle or lower rung. That's why they cannot themselves implement those principles effectively.
So
Therefore, I feel that scheduled caste now or scheduled tribe now, but it should be available to the backward class also. This is possible by the Supreme Court reviewing its judgment in Indra Sani case, that is Mandal judgment, because in that the Supreme Court has interpreted restrictively the appointment and post. Appointment and post cannot be only the direct appointment, because post includes the promotion post also. So
Yes.
that is a restrictive interpretation. That's why I feel that court should review its judgment. But if court is taking longer time, then the parliament should amend the constitution and also provide reservation in promotion for the backward classes. Because in all the institutions, there should be adequate representation of the socially deprived section, that means scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and backward classes. If you don't ensure their representation, adequate representation, then it is injustice.
Yes.
The yes.
What is the present scenario, sir, in the Supreme Court? I mean, the ST, SC, OBC. What is the representation now?
No, SC, ST, OBC, some representation is there, but
Some
that
means like you said that that there is a percentage, so 27% for
no,
OBC.
that is 15% for scheduled caste and 7.5% for scheduled tribe.
Yes.
But their roster is also not full. There is a roster.
How much, like,
Yes.
sir, if you say that in respect of 15%, 7%,
No,
and
it should not be more than 50%, 6% of the scheduled caste or 2-3% of the scheduled tribe. Because though I don't have figure, but
it's
the
very
representation
negligible.
is,
I mean, it's with respect to, even we cannot say that 30-40% or 50% is a representation. So
no. But some because 20 years have gone by. So during this period, some appointments have taken place.
Only
And
some.
That's why we can say that at least 50%, 40% of the required, like 15% means 7%, 6%.
Yeah.
2%, 3% will be scheduled tribe will be there, and backward class will be only 1% or so. So
Oh my
it is
goodness.
not
Only
only
1%.
it is not only the question of their jobs. When they are there, their issues come to the court. If a reservation case we are filing in a court, now I am a senior advocate, but earlier I was advocate on the court. So when you are filing a case, then it is checked by somebody. If that person is against reservation, then he will not pass it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, like in 5 days
Oh,
the matter should be
yes.
passed. So it will take 20 days, 15 days. And you have to give so many letters. Effectively, court sometime decide on those letters also. No, this is your defective, so you cure that defect. So
Right, sir.
effectively, you have so many problems. So
Yes.
this is only a representation in the registry of the Supreme Court, and likewise there should be representation in all the high courts and district courts of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, as well as backward class also. Because the judicial institutions must be represented, and it should be seen as a represented institution of all sections of the society. Because because the courts are deciding very important issues, and in those issues, decision making, all the sections must be participative,
Must
and
be.
if they are participating, then naturally that will benefit the society, and that will benefit our democracy. Democracy is nothing but representation of all sections of the society in the governance. And
Sir.
yes.
No, it's very important, sir, that you pin down. But until now, we have understood that what is the problem, what is the representation until now, and it is very well understood that it's very underrepresented. It's late. But the question is, that, many years 75 years has gone by, and if there was any intention to provide the representation, in 75 years it must be, because you started with the Kaka Kalelkar and Mandal Commission, and in between that how many more efforts has been put for demanding the representation. So if it has not happened until now, the main focus here is that what is the solution, how we can get this representation as a reservation. How, I mean, what is the way? Because it is
No,
seen, it is documented
the
that it's no intention. So if no intention, then what can we do then?
no, basically we have failed. We have failed in the way because our representative, like scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, are politically well as assemblies, but the way do not have any say in the system, and they are just surviving that if we speak something for our rights, then we will not get ticket next time, and no political representative in the political parties raise any issue relating to the class which they are representing. So, in fact, the constitution has been failed by the democratic institutions. The people who are there, they may be educated. Some of them are very well educated. They are ministers, and but they don't speak anything about reservation or representation of their class.
But so that is why we
Unfortunately,
use a word, sir, called as stugis. Yeah, these are stugis. You know, in Hindi they call it chamcha. You know, they have become the stugis of the. Uh,
no, the chamcha is not a proper word because
oh,
chamcha sometime provide you some assistant. They are not even chamchas.
okay, even
So
worse than
the
that.
yes, they are even worse than that. The basic issue which we are raising, like I was designated senior advocate because Chief Justice N.V. Ramanna was Chief Justice. I don't think if he would not have been Chief Justice, I would have been designated senior advocate. Though
Hmm.
in 2006, Chief Justice Sabharwal himself told me that we have decided to designate you after that MP's case which I have conducted. But the House was not unanimous. They were saying he is very young. So
Hmm.
at such young age, though there are examples of 10-year younger people who were designated because of their family background,
Yes. Yes.
because their fathers were in Supreme Court. That's why they
Right.
were designated.
Yes.
Though I have contributed in Rajaram Pal's case, that is the parliament expulsion case, but still the court in its wisdom said that he is very young, and now after my designation they have designated 30 people who are much younger than me. At that time, in 2006, my age, and if you see their age, but they have not contributed anything because
Yes.
of their nexus or because of their connectivity with the system. They have been designated. There are many people, and
Yes.
some of them, when they say that I am senior advocate, so some of them even we don't know who are practicing for so long in the court. That is an all different thing. But
Hmm.
once we are there, we have right to represent, so we can raise our issues relating to our sections, because the backward classes are essentially required to be represented in every institutions, and I feel the social change is possible only after representation, and we should demolish this caste system. We have to demolish the caste system. Dr. Ambedkar wanted to annihilate the caste,
Yes.
but it is
Yes.
not that easy. If you don't provide representation in all the institutions and you demolish this caste, then a section of the society will be just unrepresented and their social condition will be very bad.
Yes.
So they must be represented, their representation should be there. Then we must demolish this caste system, but the caste system cannot be demolished like this. We have to abolish caste only after providing adequate representation in every section of society, in every rung of government, and the governance should be of all the people who are in the society. They should be represented in all the institutions. If they are not represented in those institutions, then it is not democracy.
Hmm.
Democracy is nothing but representation of all peoples, and the decision making in the democracy must be taken by the people.
Sir, I think we are
So,
at the end of the time. Yeah, I mean, we have, completed the session. But
right, right,
still, I want to extend a few more minutes.
right.
I want to have some bullets, points, or one-liners, that you can say that what should be our action plans. What as a Bahujan Mulnivasi should do to get the adequate representation or the reservation through the reservation? I mean,
Now,
what should we do?
now, in fact, we are discussing with a client from 86 onward. In 86, some regularization were there in Gujarat Electricity Board. So 86 onward, they have not given even a single post to a scheduled tribe in Gujarat. Though there are thousands of appointments in the Gujarat Electricity Board, but they have not given even a single appointment to scheduled tribe because they say that scheduled tribe were regularized, so that's why their quota is full and thereafter there is no vacancy for them. So this is unfortunate because if a worker is working as a daily wager and you regularize him, neither you have appointed him on the basis of reservation, nor you have regularized him as a reserve candidate, because every employee who is working must have been regularized. So on that day, suppose there are 100 vacancies, so you are regularizing say 100 people, and there are in Gujarati tribe or more, say 12% is reservation for tribe. So you appoint say 20%. These 8 extra people have to occupy general at that particular point of time. If you are regularized somebody scheduled tribe, you can adjust against scheduled tribe vacancy, but that doesn't mean that you will not fill their quota for 40 years. Now 86 they were saying they were appointed. There was a case of 82 and 95 they were regularized, and from 86 onward they have not appointed a single scheduled tribe in those cadres. So what we are doing, what is this democracy? Our people, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and backward classes, they are suffering, and they feel that they will get remedy from them. It is not possible. We have to raise our issues, only then we will get our representation. The social system is working in such a way that in every step we are being marginalized. You go to the courts, you go to the other institutions, you don't get
Anywhere.
effectively any remedy.
Yeah.
So we have to provide remedy to the people in the system, and this system should be democratic. Every institution must be represented by all sections of the society, and all caste, creed, race, every kind of people must be represented in the society as per their population. If their population is 80%, they must be represented 80%. If their population is just 2%, they should not be represented more than 2%. That is the system which we should apply to the governance. And I think the way the system is going on, the representation of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and backward classes is marginalizing. And at the same time, I am also I have analyzed that there are many democratic and developed countries where the reservation promotion from different nomenclature it is there. Even in USA it was there, because of which in Nagraj we could argue that in USA there was a reservation in promotion. Otherwise, perhaps our these 4 amendments would have gone. So there must be amendment for reservation in promotion to the OBC. If you are not providing reservation promotion to the OBC, it is not full justice to the backward classes. They must be represented in every section of the society, and every sections of the society must be reflected by their representation. They have their say in the governance. That's the view I think we must follow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think at the end I remember one sentence that is in the Hindi or English both, that हक जो है सो राइट्स हक मांगने से नहीं मिलते हैं, उसे लेना पड़ता है. उसी तरह से I think the rights are not given, we will have to take it, and we, through the constitution, through the constitutional way, constitutional rights, the constitutional methods. So I think thank you so much. You have put thank you so much.
So you and our viewers, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, friends, you should watch this video. This was a very important discussion today, regarding the representation as reservation for the OBCs in Supreme Court. Please do keep watching every day 8:30 p.m. such discussions. Every day it happens in the evening at 8:30 p.m. I request you that please do watch this discussions and share this MNT News Network to your family and friends, and reach to the more and more people, so that this awareness in the society will enhance, and it will go more in the beyond as expectation. So the thing is that thank you so much for watching here. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, Jai Sambidhan, Jai Bharat.